Welcome in the class of Water Resource Engineering. Today we are going to see rainwater harvesting. I am Mr. S. S. Sogule, Assistant Professor, Civil Engineering Department. As we discussed earlier, the rainwater harvesting is a technology used for collecting and storing rainwater from rooftops, land surface, and the rock catchment using simple techniques such as jar spots as well as the more complex techniques such as underground check dams. The rainwater harvesting is the accumulation and the deposition of rainwater for reuse on site rather than the allowing it to run off. So, what are the uses of rainwater harvesting or rainwater? So, it can recharge the groundwater. It can be used for the gardening. Uh, it can be used for the feeding livestock, then for the drinking purpose or for the irrigation purpose. Basically, what water we are getting is only the source of water is only from the rain itself. The rain falls and uh, it provides the water to the natural streams, and by using those streams, we are getting the water in terms of springs, rivers, lakes, etc. Now, the advantage rainwater harvesting technologies are simple to install and operate. The local people can easily train to implement such techniques, and construction materials are also readily available. The running cost also is almost negligible. The water collected from roof catchment is of acceptable quality for domestic purposes. So, as I have told you earlier, there is one episode of Satyamay Jyoti which is available on the YouTube, so that you will find there the advantages and effects of this rainwater harvesting and how they have implemented, and uh, they have reduced their water demands or the water supply from the municipal areas by storing this water. And how we can harvest the rainwater? Broadly, there are two ways of harvesting rainwater. First is the surface runoff harvesting, and second is the rooftop rainwater harvesting. So the surface runoff harvesting in urban area, rainwater flows away as the surface runoff. This runoff could be caught and used for recharging aquifers by adopting appropriate methods. And second is the rooftop rainwater harvesting, which is most applicable and appealing to everybody and easy to implement. So it is a system of catching rainwater where it falls. In the rooftop harvesting, the roof becomes the catchment, and the rainwater collected from the roof of the house or building. This method is less expensive and very effective. So what are the components of this rooftop rainwater harvesting system? So first is the catchment area, second is the transportation, then first flush or the first rain separator, then storage system, delivery system, and filtration system. So the catchment area, the surface that receives the rainfall directly is the catchment area of the rainwater harvesting system. It may be terrace, courtyard, or paved or unpaved open ground. So here you can see the some photographs that shows the this catchment area and how we can store the water. Now the transportation, rainwater from rooftop could be carried through the downtake water pipes or drains to storage or harvesting system. Through the filters, actually, we need to filter that water before storing it. So water pipe should be UV resistant, that is HDPE or PVC pipe can be used of required capacity. Then first flush. It is a device used to flush off the water which is received from the first shower. The first shower rains needs to be flushed off to avoid the contaminating storable or rechargeable water by the probable contaminants of the atmosphere and the catchment roof. Obviously, when the first rain falls, obviously there are some particles which are laid on the that rooftop, so that the quality of the water or water will get contaminated very easily through the first rain. So this should be flushed off. That first rainwater should be flushed off, and that system is called as the first flush or the first rain separator. So it is also help in cleaning of the silt and other material deposited on the roof during dry season. A provision of first rain separator could be made at the outlet of each drain pipe. So basically, it is the some kind of mechanical arrangement that can be adjusted, and after that first rain, again that water uh, to the storage system or to the filter that can be arranged or diverted to by using this system. Then the filtration system. Filters are used for the treatment of water to effectively remove turbidity, color, and microorganisms. After first flushing of the rainfall, water should be passed through the filters. There are different types of filters in practice, but basic function is to purify the water. So first is the sand gravel filter. These are commonly used filter constructed by brick masonry and filtered by pebbles, gravels, and sand, as shown in the figure. So each layer should be separately or separated by the wire mesh. Then charcoal filter. So it can be made in situ or in the drum. Pebbles, gravels, sands, and charcoals, as shown in the figure, can be arranged, and each layer should be separated by the wire mesh. Thin layer of the charcoal is used to absorb the odor if any. Then PVC pipe filter. This filter can be made by PVC pipe of 1 to 1.2 meter in length. Diameter of the pipe depend on the area of the roof. 6 inches dia pipe is enough for the 15 square meter feet roof. 8 inches should be enough for the more than 15. So pipes are divided into three compartments by the wire mesh, and again uh, these pebbles and sand and aggregates as adjusted in the sand gravel filter can be arranged. Even charcoal can be used in this kind of filters. Now the storage system. So all collected in water are stored in the tank or the barrels used. Sometimes the recharging of groundwater is also done if the storage system is quite expensive and it is we cannot afford this system. So recharging is a good option for the storage. Then the delivery system. It is a system to deliver the water for uses. There are a use of pump to take out the water from the tank and deliver for many purposes. Water is delivered by the pipes. Then recharging of the groundwater aquifers, that is common methods are recharging of the bore well, then recharging of dug well, the recharge pits are there, recharge trenches are there, percolation tanks are there. So many techniques are there to recharge the groundwater aquifers. So recharging of bore well can be done by these things. That rainwater is going to the filter and it can be directly connected to the uh, bore well, so that water is directly passing to the aquifer. The recharge pits are there, is filled with the gravel and sand, and obviously water will filter and get into the recharge pit. Then soak away or recharge shafts are there. Again, the filter beds are there, and inlets have been provided, and this perforated pipe uh, can recharge this kind of or the perforated pipe will recharge the groundwater. Then this is the recharge well. Again, the same function is there. So there are some benefits of this rainwater harvesting. So first is to harness good quality of water resource that now being wasted. So basically, if you see the water cycle, uh, the rainwater is the principle of falling the water from the sky, that is rainwater, is entirely by the condensation, and in same way we used to create the water in particular laboratory, that is distilled water, and no such so many impurities are there in that particular water because it hasn't mixed with anything on the ground. So this is a kind of good quality water, so which is now being wasted, so that can be harnessed by using this technique. Then second is the prevent groundwater depletion. We have discussed so many things about the groundwater depletion. Because of the scarcity of water, people are extracting more and more water from the bore wells by using the bore wells or the wells. So obviously we have to go deeper to extract that water, and obviously it will consume more energy as well as the uh, even that is quite expensive. So to prevent these kind of water groundwater depletion, this rainwater harvesting that we have seen those techniques. By using those techniques, it will help to in recharge the groundwater or increase the groundwater level. That water which is now going towards the in case of, in state of runoff, it is going towards the sea, and that is wasted, so that can be stored in the as a part of groundwater or increment in the water table level. Then next is the to augment the expensive piped water supply. So suppose if we are saving the water for the excess use with the bigger capacity tanks, uh, as so many societies are doing, and even if the quality of water in the bore wells or the groundwater is good, so that can be done. So obviously we will get rid of this expensive pipe or pipe water supply which is treated by or supplied by some government authority. And obviously this groundwater has the good quality, so there will not be any problem, or by treating at small extent, that can be used easily for day to day life. Then to save the expenditure on the water, so obviously uh, we are getting rid of this piped water supply, so obviously there will be a saving in this particular thing. And obviously this rainwater harvesting system does not require any running cost, or even for the construction of these all these things, it will not require any more kind of money. So obviously now they are making, or municipal authorities, they are making compulsory to implement the rainwater harvesting in the particular new constructing homes, etc. So obviously there will be a saving on water. Then to prevent the soil erosion and urban flooding, so obviously we are saving the water on treating and either storing or the recharging the bore wells, so there will not be any flood, or and it is because of the this less runoff, there will not be any soil erosion. Then it is the inexpensive and simple technology. So obviously it is consist of the network of the pipes. We all have the terrace, and it requires the network of the pipes. Then the simple method for the first rain separator. Then obviously a small kind of filter will be needed, which is easy to construct and easy to maintain even. And that water has to store or the recharge by using simple techniques. So this is the simple and inexpensive technology in that concern. Last is the towards the ecological conservation. So this is for today's lecture. Thank you.